Hello everyone, and I'm bringing you some Napoleonic Wars. Now, we were planning for this to be a Halloween event, and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, there were some technical problems that got in the way of that, so we should be bringing you this battle anyway, because we're nice like that. Now, you can see in the top left-hand corner, we have, of course, the United Kingdom, and those Prussians. Now, this is the map we're playing on. Nice fortifications in a house there, as you can see. A cornfield for the ambushing with. And let me tell you about the teams. So, we have the 111, we have the 18th, the 10 IR, you can see in here also the... Oh, crikey. The AR NR1 Arty as well. So you can see lots of these guys. Oh, look how many people there are in there. Fantastic. And on the United Kingdom forces, we have the BA 95th, and we have the DL3 KBR 13th, and let's see, the 45th in there. Oh, so many people, look at this. Oh, this is fantastic. And it's 68 versus 64, so pretty good. And you can hear the cannons bellowing out their destructive balls o' death. Okay, maybe not on him, but generally. And you can see here, I'm guessing this is a British... Ho, Nelly! Unfortunately, Logan... Oh, excellent, look at that. Mr. Steffen's in as an invitational for the 95th. And there is Feldsau from the KBR Oberleutnant, I would assume. I'm only guessing. Unfortunately, I do not speak the language. So we've got Grecian Army again, Germelin, failed 2001, Kovath, Troy at the back. And so these guys are hiding behind this very, very well armoured fence. Now, behind this particular establishment, which you can see has windows and has plenty of defendable areas, here come the 10 IR. And they've got to watch out. As you can see, Max John, he's looking round the corner. He knows there are people waiting. He's got to be very careful because this could be an opportunity that his opposing forces are waiting for. He's got to watch out. This is going to be a nasty situation. Nope. Smart thinking by him. He's decided not to move out because he knows the enemy team are waiting there for him. So, let's see if we can find out what else is going on with other members. And here, of course, is the 18th. Well, minus Gravy Boat, who's not on the Gravy Boat anymore. And now you can see them charging round and doing a house attack. Let's see who's in here. It's the Chosenham Swords, the 95th in there. And they're doing all their best they can to defend this house. As you can see, plenty of fire going on. As you can see, they've made their way up. Look at this. Charging in. Turn that. Oh, bit of rifle butt to the face. Oh, you don't want to get butted. That's nasty. Oh, nice block there. Let's see how that's going on. Oh, he takes a bayonet as well. He's doing his best. Oh, rifle buttage. Chosen man. Fantastic. He's going in there with the rifle butt. And unfortunately, Colonel Chosen Man is taken down from the 95th. As you can see here, plenty more fire coming in as we turn the volume down just that little touch. Now, over here are a couple of sneaky Brits. So there's Recruit Dr. Yeti and Kaufman. So they've obviously got those rifles and they can pour accurate fire, as unfortunately it looks like the 95th building has been overrun as reinforcements are arriving from the 18th, Dolola and Lord Simon. So, oh, there we go. And Jack the Ripper has just slain Mr. Steffen. Oh, dear. Oh, funny stuff. Anyway. So let's go and find out what's going on. As you can see now, Soldat Sehan and the other members of the 3 KBR. There we go, they're charging in and getting stuck in the doorway. This is part of the problem you're always going to have. As you can see them charging into this house being defended. Obviously, being defended by the members of the 10 IR. So now you can see the Brits charging into this building. Oh, Echelon 2K being taken out. As you can see, More skirts-wearing Scotsmen making their way up through the building as they're trying to push in as we sneak in and look through one of the windows. There we go. Stabby goodness occurring in a bedroom. He's got him in the corner. And he's not in the corner anymore as Fusilier Wolf takes him out. So, fantastic. And, let's see, I think the RT is having a few technical problems. So, here is the artillery. Let's see. For those evil Prussians, and you can see here's Niebuhr in with a standard cannon. Let's see. Oh, lovely shot by Niebuhr, taking down Gressian, Kopf, and Frederick as well. Now, as you can see, it is Vorposten. Now, for those of you who are not aware, this is the man who hosts the village battle that I have casted several times. Very enjoyable it is. And this man is in as an engineer today. So you can see he's building up all these defensive ramparts here. Now, what that enables that to do is for the cannonballs to be intercepted by these ramparts. So they'll stop them bouncing up towards these guys, doing any kind of damage to Eritrodai, Falk. He'll Falk you up. Dusan. And it looks like Ferras there. Oberleutnant Ferras over here as well. And these guys doing a great job with the cannons today. So, now there's a random man on a horse. Who is random man? Major Carbon from the 3 KBR. Looking very dapper, even if he is missing one eye. Which, to be honest, would be rather worrying for cannoneers. But anyway, let's find out. Ah, look at this. The OP LW recruit Aldebrand. And there's Gemjan. There's Midway. Oh dear. General just got taken down. Let's see. Oh, cannonballs going bouncing past. As you can now see, it looks like the 18TS ran into a bit of a problem. There we go. The 18TS now moving in behind their opposing numbers. And it looks like a nice stand-up fight going on here between the opposing members of the LW and, of course, the 18 as the musician Vikos gets taken down. So you can see here a little bit of a melee battle going on in the field with dead Scotsmen on the floor. And now it's the turn of the other Scotsmen to try and fight. Aldebrand gets taken down. Not looking good for the Scots, but it looks like a couple of the Prussians been taken out. Down goes its last man, last Scotsman standing, Verch Orchimmer. God knows I only said that correctly. If I didn't, I apologise for any insults I've done to your language. Probably butchered it badly on more than one. Oh, lovely stab. But unfortunately for Soldat Lucky, he was not lucky enough and got taken out. And we'll move to the next round. We'll be right back. And so we return to what appears to be the English spawn. And so you can see here, there's Soldat Lucky. And these are all the riflemen skirmishers moving out on the right-hand side. Of course, the 5 members of the Black Watch and the Cannoneers. So there's Red, there's Dimitri, and Firetel 4373. And an engineer, Zaku, Invitational Zaku, who was fluting in the previous warm-up round, and expertly fluting he was too. But he may not be fluting for long if he keeps standing in front of the cannons. But these are details. There we go, cannons being fired. And Zaku will have to watch out because he's standing directly in front. But what he's trying to do is put down those ramparts to give an extra bit of support. Now over here on the side you can see, I'm guessing these guys from the 45th, including Corporal Ozzy, are in to basically guard their artillery. So that makes sense. And now you can see the buildings directly opposite there. No doubt what the cannons are aiming for. And you can see just in the middle of the screen the opposing forces' cannons firing back. Now, as we move over, you can see the British forces moving over on the far left-hand flank. In 3 lines, you've obviously got the skirmishers leading the way and taking some cannon fire. So let's see who these are following up. There you go, that's the RGJ, the first. And obviously the Scottish contingent over there on the far left. And the riflemen, the Baker riflemen, the BA 95th. There's Mr. Yeti, of course. Sorry, Dr. Yeti. My apologies. And you can see here fire coming in from Marksman Dithan, taking down enemy. Oh, look at that. Looks like they've got a nice situation on the 18 TES here. And you've also got these guys here. There's pre-lieutenant maybe? I don't know. Oh! Look at this fire coming in from the 95th Riflemen. Fantastic. Now, oh, look at this. Look. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? That was beautiful. They stood up, basically, and out of there and just shot the living crap out of them. Now they're having to run for it because they don't have the ability to fight back in any kind of serious way. They are outnumbered. Their ability, obviously, is to engage from range. Now they're moving back to the loving arms of their light infantry and the support that those infantry lines will now give them. So there's Proteus 41. And now you can see the 18 TES moving past the Scots Guards. Can they make it? Oh no, they're being cut to pieces. Shouk and Ted Bear and Laricio, the late Laricio. Oh dear, what's going on? Maybe they're acting as... Oh, a little bit of dodging left, right and centre. And poor old Ted Bear is no more. So I think that's the 18th taken out in its entirety. Taken out by a bunch of skirt ring Scotsmen. As a lovely shot. Oh, but no, the 18 TS looks like they might have been running some of that section, may have been running a distracting action, as we have yet more of them here. With Danglon, there of course is Mr. Gravy Boat. Oh dear, Zaku's been taken down. This is not good. It looks like the their artillery could be in trouble. Yes, that's why. Cavalry attacks coming in from the Prussian cavalry. The Hussars are in there. Huzzah for the Hussars. And you can see now they're doing their best to try and get rid of all of those defences that the Brits have put up. These guys doing their best to try and defend themselves, but look, they've got people coming in from all directions. This poor guy, there's Lance Corporal Orange. And one of his commander gets taken down. That was a red flag. Oh dear. So he is no more, and the artillery section of the British Army is now completely out of order. So, Etrodai, got his name right this time, and of course at the back here, Verposten, continuing his engineering work, building Fort Derp for the Prussian forces. As you can see, fire coming out, and let's see if we can lock in on more battles. As it is, the 10IR and the OPLW having a battle. Now, he could be a musketeer or he could be a musician. We're never 100% certain. Oh, there's Oberst George from the 13th trying to get into some kind of safe position. And you can see loads of rampaging Scotsmen as now the 3 KBR moving up as extra reinforcements into this housing area. Fantastic stuff here. And of course the 1st RGJ. Now you can see these guys now moving out. There's the 95th Riflemen making their way out. And it's just a matter of what the Brits decide to do now. So we're going to go up high and find out what's going on. As Dusan takes down a few enemy members. Now, the cannons for the Prussians are right in the middle of the screen, quite some distance away. Now, here is the British forces. Now, bear in mind, there is 42 against 23. So, currently, I think it's fair to say that the Brits have the advantage. But, up against artillery, that could change out of their favour very quickly. They've got to be careful. Now, whether or not they're going to actually send a line to sort of distract the cannoneers, give them something to aim for, while the riflemen actually engage at range, it's difficult to say. But they do have 3 cannons up there, and these guys have proven themselves already to be pretty accurate with them. So you can hear the whistling of cannonballs flying over the top of these soldiers' heads. Not looking good. So it looks like this line may be running interference. Let's see. There, of course, Oberleutnant Feldzau with failed 2001. Kavoth. Lucky. Bit behind is Frederick. Romanov. Oh, Army and Collins taken down. Oh, so unfortunate. But it's the curse of the commentator's camera yet again. Now, you notice over there, the Prussian cavalry snuck up on the 95th. This is not good. You see the 95th trying to make their way across, and they're now basically sitting in that cornfield. But moving up across the fields, one man decides to go down on bended knee. That's Troy. He may not be bending on that knee for very long. And this is the interference being run by the British forces, moving in towards the cannons, the 1st RGJ and the 3 KBR. Fantastic stuff, moving up. And there, of course, Feldsau leading that push. These guys spread out a little bit, probably going in for a melee charge possibly, or at least trying to keep their numbers spread out. As you can see, the cannons continuing to fire right past these guys, as they are now getting closer and closer. As the artillerymen turn, they'll probably no doubt be running the canister shot. Oh, there we go. Whoops-a-daisy. As down goes the canister shot into Frederick Romanov and failed 2001. And now they're moving in, taking a pot shot before, and the charge has been given as they go in. And there we go, the defence of Fort Derp begins. So the Prussian Fort Derp, poor old Feldsau, shot down by Major Carbon with a pistol. And also at the same time, it looks like the Hussars have taken that opportunity to move in. Labernicht with a... tried to basically clean out some of these ears with his big bung there. So you can see now, he's now dealing with one of the enemy, and that's him taking down Seyhan. And you can see the English. Oh, this is fantastic stuff. But I think it's fair to say that that attempt by the British forces was unsuccessful. What really broke the back of it for them was these evil buggers. The AR NR1, Corporal Monster, and the cavalry. And there's General Corey leading the lines of the Hussars. Obviously, these defences help, but look out, boys and girls, there's even more Scotsmen come charging in. And now they're going to be moving in. So Oberst George there we go. Recruit Corey, or General Corey, taken down with a nice stab. As, oh, look at that. He just managed to avoid that midway. There we go. He's going in for the final stab. Nice stab by Mintoul there onto Monster. And now you can see the Scotsman overrunning, the Black Watch overrunning that particular area. And, oh dear, look at that. That's really painful. So it looks like now the second attack by the British forces has now completely wiped out as Mintoul gets taken down. And Labernicht finished off with a beautiful bayonet from Freshy. So there we go. And a few more. Boring named Dundo. And another member of the Hussars over here, still circling. There's Skinner looking for a kill. Anything he can do. Now, smart play there by the Scots. You can see they're basically taking cover in here to prevent any kind of a sudden charge through the middle of them by the two Hussars. Now, will the Hussars... Oh, there we go. Very nice. And there we go. So now... Mr. Skinner. Here's the only man standing, and he's going in against a bunch of angry Scotsmen. But he's the only man left. And he won't be left for very long as Skinner gets taken down. Oberst George with the final stab to kill. And we're on to the next round. And so they are reiterating a few of the rules. And we are at the Prussian spawn. Look at these fine gentlemen. Max John moving out from the 10IR, the cavalry on its way out at some point. There we go, you can see them starting to move out. And the cannons for the Prussians already booming out those cannonballs as quickly as possible. Down towards, you can see the puffs of smoke in the background. And we wait for the inevitable arrival of the 745 from cannon. Look at that, just a little bit low. So it needs to obviously go up. Look at that, more cannonballs bouncing in. So, cannonballs whistling over the top as we follow the Prussian forces moving in. Cavalry sneaking around. You can see the infantry moving in. Looks like they're going to be moving in towards the white building, the main centre. And then obviously the only drawback with that is that that is directly in line with the cannons. And this building could get reduced to rubble very quickly. But that is quite a defensible building. Plenty of windows. And obviously corn to hide for potential ambush. And a couple of nice little windows to shoot people out of. So there you go, as expected. Cannonball fire coming into this building. Bouncing through this building here. And here you can see one of the generals. There's General Corey. And here is Kleinkull from the 10 IR. It could be IR Infantry Regiment, I don't know. I'm sure you guys will correct. There, of course, is Gravy Boat, holder of the flag. And now, Uber Undead. Oh, look at that. OP Junior being taken down by Invitational Falk. So he's got to watch out. Uber Undead will be otherwise Uber Very Dead. And he's looking. He's sneaking around. Here, of course, the torpedo heads. The 18th. Aha. The Brits. The RGJ. Staying in an ambush position. Over here on their left, we have the 45th guarding the artillery again. Lance Corporal Orange and Colonel Dimitri in as the engineer. No job is too menial for the Colonel. So he's good to see he's wielding a spade and hammer. There's Death is Near. And obviously Firetel. And Zaku is in as the other artilleryman. So you can see them rolling those cannons forward, ready to the fire position. And then getting ready to take aim. And at this current moment, they will be firing the standard ball ammunition. Nobody's close enough for them to fire canister. Would be a waste of a shot. So you can see him lining up his aim. Maybe adjusting it slightly. Here we go. Getting ready. Going to go for maybe the forest area, possibly. Making a decision. Yeah, he can see movement. So he's looking for an opportunity. As you can see up ahead, Prussian cavalry, and he makes his decision to try and get a few of the enemy as Lancer the Drunk gets taken down. And you can see, look at this, a nice spread by the cavalry moving up towards the cannons. And now these guys are going to try and defend. Oh, look at that! Oh, he got butchered. Oh, look at that, face full of horse's arse. Poor Dario. Oh, no. A definite horse's arse there. As now you can see the cavalry crashing into each other as they attempt to fight to get in here. There's Bomb Kill 221 trying to get through those defences as they're trying to be rebuilt as well. And now he's got a large amount of angry people after him. Oh, look at that. Barge to the floor and turned and sliced. Oh, very nasty for poor Red there. And now you can see the Brits still trying to defend themselves from the attacks of the Hussars. And you can see there's Killer 221 still doing a good job. As you can see, he's in there. They're trying to take out the commanding officer. And that obviously is Lance Corporal Orange. He's finished off. Dimitri's been killed. And there we go. There goes Chosen Man. Now. Let's see, because... Is the ambush still over here? Or have they moved? They've moved. No. I really thought they may have stayed put and wait for a potential ambush situation, as they could have done a big number on these guys. But never mind. So a bit of horse swapping going on. And now you can see the 18th trying to fire back against a group of Brits who are moving in on them. There's Oberst George. And you can see them now starting to move into the building. Oh, look at that. Oh, and Dan Hagman taking down multiple members of the 18th. Oberst George being full of bulletsy goodness. And now they're still determined to defend this doorway. They can get up onto the roof. And in comes reinforcements. Oh dear. Oh no. Look at this. Oh, the 13th and the OP having a stand-up fight. Literally no more than 40 feet between these guys. Looks like they're going to go in for a charge. Oh, it looks like, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. The Scots fighting now hand to hand. And then all of a sudden, the reinforcements coming out from the Prussians out of the house. And it's all over for the Scots Guard, I think. Yeah, there's one man left standing. And he may not be standing. Here's Haytham. Oh, nice stab. And a return stab by Mike, or Mick, into Haytham. And now there's only 11 left, with 48 Prussians to go up against, including the Prussian cavalry, which you can see over here. So, Prussian cavalry will be sniffing out those dastardly British people. Let's see. Here is Mr. Stefan from the skirmishers. The 95th. Ace of Daves. On the far left side, Sparky. That tinkle is the tinkle of the shrapnel, as there's Griggy moving in as well. Now the 95th firing from behind the barricades built by the artillery defenders. There's Mr. Stefan going in, trying to deal with the enemy, trying to draw them away from maybe the defence. That might work. Oh no, sliced in the back by Falk as he tried to jump over the fence. Poor Mr. Stefan. Now, unfortunately... Oh, look at that. It's the cavalry. There we go. Multiple members of the 95th being taken down. As you can see, as those dastardly hussars come charging in. And unfortunately, the 95th are not really equipped to defend against them. As there's a battle going on here between the last man of the Brits, Chosenham Sword, as he gets barged to the floor, and Kill 221 kills his opposing number. But he took one with him, so he's happy. And we'll move on to the next round. And we return to the sound of horns. Oh, disappointing. Anyway, the hussars are away. Now the trouble is, obviously, that means that we're looking at a 2-1 score thus far. There's Verposten doing his thing. Oh, look at those cannonballs. Oh, look at that. Brave Verposten doing his duty even while under fire. Oh, that got very close to giving poor Verposten a cannonball enema that I don't think he'd forget anytime soon. There we go. Watch your back, Verposten. For that reason, yeah. So now you can see these barricades being put into place. Verposten continuing with his engineering work. Commanding officers, Cannoneer Nicholas and Major Carbon. Oh dear. So, cannonballs being fired over the top of Verposten. As the other cannonballs come bouncing towards them. So, apprising his engineering work there, Verposten. And out goes the spade for more barricades. As the hussars charge across the artillery. Not really conducive to healthy living, I have to say. How the hell they didn't hit them, I have no idea. But we'll find out what's going on. Now, let us see. The 18th. Aha, the 3 KBR moving out. It looks like they're moving over to the left side, away from their cannons. It seems the Brits have actually moved left for the last couple of rounds. Whether or not they're going to decide to change it up, maybe, I don't know. But the problem is that essentially the Prussians can get to that building quicker than the Brits can, so it's easier for them to defend. Over here on the left-hand side, depending on the speed of the Brits, it looks like even the Prussians can get to this point as well. So it means that the Prussians are actually heading them off at both locations. There's Fun Gamer, and there's of course Uber Undead. So it looks like they're actually trying to pin in the Brits now that they've seen the direction the Brits are going. There's a nice kill there from Telluron into the 13th and the OPLW. As these guys now waiting behind the brow of the hill. The 3 KBR. Flanked and supported behind them by the Scots Guard. There we go. There comes the people. Incoming. Poor old Uber Undead is now officially dead. As you can see. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Good play there by the Brits. They basically fire, pull back for the then additional support of the Scots Guard over on the right-hand side of here. Or technically their left flank. Now they're going to be getting into a great big huge charge and melee situation, as there's not really many of the Prussians remaining. And down goes Lauricio. So, let's see. Lancer the drunk. Oh dear. Catching a cannonball. To be honest, if he's drunk, that's probably the best thing for him. Oh, look at this. The 18th now cresting the hill. And now shooting back. Well, except for Scharnhorst, who unfortunately... Oh, that fusillade! Oh, glorious. Look at that. Unfortunately, the fire coming back from the 3 KBR is taking down multiple members, including poor old musician or musketeer von Steuben. And you can see some of these guys taking some fire and now moving in as poor old Vikos is finished off. Now, it's fair to say that the Prussians do have the Brits on the run. Now, you can see here. Let's see what's going on. So this is the retreating area and defensive position of the British forces. Not exactly a great situation. There is that building, quite low, difficult to defend. This building, which appears to be an awful... I think they've got their entire army in here, which is going to make things rather entertaining. Here is the artillery remaining behind what's known as the Verposten bumps. Bumption. And here, of course, is the artillery section of the British. And you can see, oh, there we go, huzzahs. There's Crossy coming in, going for an attack. Oh, very close to the engineer there, poor old red fag. So you can see now, he is in the process of trying to deal with that guy. Oh, a slice across the face, and red is red all over. First a red coat, and now red face. And there's Ozzy. Oh, so unfortunate missing that shot. Mind you, to be fair, he's shooting him with a pistol. The fact that he even hit the ground. Oh, no! Oh, midway, tried to jump over the sword and got his kneecaps taken out from under him. Definitely the most humorous death so far this evening. So, let's see. Corporal Orange. Lance Corporal Orange. It looks like, there we go, Crossy got taken down by Dimitri's shot. And now these guys can then start reloading the cannon. And maybe offering some fire support to their friends over on the left-hand side. As now you can see the guys moving in. A couple of very sneaky people. Oh. There we go. The Brits defending as best they can. Oh, fire coming in. Look at this. This is the stand-up. Oh, look at that. Sneaking in to try and get a shot. Oh, another one goes down. Oh my goodness, look at all those guns on the floor. So not a good situation as far as these guys are concerned. They are fighting for their personal survival. There's OP Jr. Looking for an advantageous shot. And Haytham gets taken down. Sorry, that's Kamikaze. And here is Lance Corporal Orange. Oh, disrespecting your opponent. Lance Corporal Orange, how could you? Mind you, to be honest, you do have a Prussian hussar face down in the bush, so might as well give him sight of another bush at the same time. But never mind. We shall now move on and find out what's going on as we are looking at... Let's see, look at numbers. 1422. So United Kingdom has the advantage by only a few. And that number is going down quickly. As there's a sneaky hussar. Labach nicht. I think that's right. I'm not sure. Or Labour nicht. So something night, I presume anyway. I could be wrong. Unfortunately, not even English is my first language. So. Watch out for bayonets sticking through the floor. They're like periscopes. They're sneaking around looking for somebody. Where is he? Seeing if you get any kind of pushback on the bayonet and you know you found your guy. As unfortunately musician Eric found his guy and got shot in the face for his trouble. So we can now see the 95th moving up onto the artillery. Now this is interesting because you've got a combination of some of the 95th pushing in from one side. Which is very nice. There's Kana. And now you can see them going in with the rifle butts on Teleron. Oh, Ditham being taken down. Verposten also being finished off by Mr. Steven. And there's Kana over there. Running for it. Oh, sliced in the back of the head by Nicholas. Oh, fantastic. And there goes Falk, courtesy of AU. Random plank. Good stuff. And now we can see over here Nicholas. Now the trouble is for Nicholas is means that he has got to try and reload. Does he have a pistol? Does he have any kind of... No, he's got a lighter and he's got a spyglass. He's not going to do much at range there. Can he get over to a gun? That's what he's looking for. Or is he going to cheese it in the opposite direction? Is he looking for... Yeah, he's going to hide. He is now assuming the guise of a tree. He is at one with nature. And he's trying to stay out of view. Looks like one of the enemies seen him. Yep, they've seen him. Nicholas is in trouble. He's drawing his sword for the final confrontation. I'll take you all on, you bastards. Oh, rifle butt to the face. Nicholas then finished off with a rifle butt from AU. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of that round, and we're on to the final one. And so, we return to the battlefield, the field a la battle, and they will be playing the Halloween map next week. Ooh-ha. So hopefully, despite those technical issues, we can bring you that Halloween map, or Halloween map. So, that would be particularly enjoyable, as it was very spooky. Ooh, ah. So, let us see what befalls the Prussians. Now, if you look at the score, top left-hand corner, 2-2. This is the last round. This is all to play for. Whoever wins this round wins the game. And unfortunately, Nicholas is not going to win diddly squat because he just caught a cannonball between the ears. So, poor old Nicholas. Let's go over and see him. Now, whether or not Nicholas complaining that Verposten had not supped the defences quick enough, I don't know. So there is the sword that all remains of course, Mr. Nicholas. So never mind. And there, of course, is the digger of bumps, Mr. Verposten. Aha, Pops Mauler. In for the first RGJ. Can hear those cannonballs still whistling past. So, Invitational Folk on the cannons. Still firing back. And there's, of course, Dan Hagman, who actually has both eyes. A good thing. Oh, look at that. That was close. Came very close to taking out Ferros. Oberleutnant Ferras. And here we're looking at the 3 KBR. As now it looks like, oh, it looks like the Cav. What's going on? Yeah, it's the, oh no, this is not good. This is not good for the 95th Rifles. These guys are not meleeers. They do not have the ability to fight back against this kind of level of melee, and this is a real problem for them. Chosen Man gets taken down. Oh, this is really bad for the 95th here, getting absolutely butchered. And you can now see, obviously, Lancer the Drunk doing his best to defend. Good God, look at that face. And it doesn't matter because they're all dead. So, that essentially has been their riflemen taken out of the deal. And they're now down by 10 people. So, not a good situation for the Brits now. And we're looking at the 10 IR. And Ace of Daves slays one of his teammates, Kana. And let's see if we can go back and focus on Ace of Daves. Yes, there he is. Trying to defend himself against multiple cavalrymen. Can he get the kill he desires? Oh, barged. Locked. Oh, nice slice. Going in for another slice. He's about to be essentially diddled by lots of horses. This is not good for him. And sliced in the back by Wellington. Never mind. So, Mr. Undead. With a face and a nose not to be forgotten. Another owner of a fine Prussian battle nozzle, which we are obviously a fan of. Since the days of Jacob and his artillery nozzle. Fantastic thing it was. Helped him aim. Was very good indeed. And over here on the left, skirmishers. The 18th. Echelon 2K, backed up by line infantry on his right flank and cavalry running in behind. Now, let's have a look at the numbers. 44, 55. Now, in here, you have these guys defending this little hamlet here. Now, this is over on the far left-hand side of the British forces. You've got the 18TS moving up towards the cannons. Oh, look at that! Oh, stunning shot! Just as they turned. Fantastic shot from Firetail, taking down 4 members of the 18th. Fantastic shot indeed. However, that's not enough to daunt the 18th. They are now moving forward, determined to revenge the deaths of their comrades. And now, oh, this is interesting. There doesn't appear to be any artillery there. And now, a line is moving up to engage the Prussians who are moving in closer. Another line remains behind them, the 45th. This is good defensive play here. And now you can see additional people moving in. The 18 being taken down. Look at that fire coming in from the British. Fantastic. As now we're seeing more fire going in. Ted Bear gets taken down. More Prussians moving up. As you can see, the lines behind them also reloading. In goes the cavalry as well. And these guys have got to be careful. They're going to come under fire very soon. They're going to watch out for those guys. And they're going to have to break formation. However, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Scots are coming to play. Scharnhorst again. Poor Scharnhorst. Worst luck ever. Seems to have a talent for catching blades with his face. And poor old mine taken down as well. Now, what's over here? More Brits? Or possibly more Prussians? It's the Prussians. It is, of course, the 10IR. Now moving up to try and outflank the British forces as they are engaged by the Prussians. 39 versus 15. Oh, heavens above. There we go. Sherlock taking down. Boring name Dundo finished off. And there we go. You can see more stabbing going on. Oh, nice stab there. Oh, no. Matt Courtney gets taken down. As we're watching the battle continue between the Scots and the Prussians. Pimpelkopf. Fantastic name. Or Pimmelkopf. Sorry, not Pimpelkopf. Sorry, that's a different indication entirely. Aha, look. Here's Firetail. Now able to possibly move back towards his artillery. Oh dear, midway. Suddenly shot, and that's the reason why the 10IR are moving up. This is not looking good. There's going to be a fusillade coming out. There we go. Unfortunately, no victims as a result. With Subzo in there as well. Rainbow George taking down Soldat Jan. And now you can see the remaining members of the Prussian forces, Echelon 2K, on the run. Section Lieutenant running towards the defensive line of the 10. The 10IR waiting. Forming a line. 4 Brits remaining. Including the... So, Subo. They've got to be careful. Yeah, he's not going to survive this one. He's going to dodge left and right. And it did him no good whatsoever. Now, this guy, lucky. So, he's lucky to survive, but consequently may not necessarily be lucky. As what's about to happen. Aha! Look at this. It's Firetail. I wonder if he's actually setting up all the cannons. Can he move that cannon round in time with the canister shot? Can he get a lucky shot on there? He's moving as fast as he can. Can he get... Oh no, but they're breaking, so he won't be able to do it. Go in for the shot. Can he get it? And bang, straight into Jim Nelson. Oh, poor Nelson. Cannonball at close range. Oh, and there, Firetail taken down by Subzo with his pistol. And now the last Brit standing is coming under massive amounts of stabbing. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Prussians have won the event. So my thanks to all the teams for attending. My thank you to the admins for arranging. And hopefully we'll be able to bring you the Halloween event next week. We thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.